So what's the email?
Today's email. I'm 21, male, and a final year engineering student. I have a female friend who was like friend to me for the last 4 years. We understand each other very much deeply. We used to have a lot of fights over silly things. Being true, we had minimum 50 such fights. She says I'm very possessive. Our final exams are about to start in a month. She's saying she can't handle all these emotional stress along with exam stress, so she doesn't want to talk to me at all. My calls are blocked, my WhatsApp texts are read but not replied. I don't know what to do. I can't handle this much of pain. Please tell me how to stop being possessive.
The problem here is how to
be less possessive.
How to not be possessive. Well, first of all, I would say he just assumed that being possessive is the problem. No. And he just thinks, and he has assumed that ending possessiveness is the solution. And that's the foolish approach. It's like possessiveness can be rooted out completely. No, it cannot be. How can you be zero possessive? You cannot be. If you love someone, if you like someone, if someone's your friend, of course you will care about them, of course you would want to protect them, and that is called being possessive. But we know what the problem is. Problem is when it goes too far, and that's what he's referring to. So first of all, always remember, any emotion, whether it's jealousy, whether it's anger, whether it's competitiveness or even possessiveness, don't assume or don't expect that you can end those completely. Those emotions are there for a reason. Okay? But now, what to do when they start causing problems like in this case? In this case, he lost his friendship because of that possessiveness. Well, the easiest solution would be to say, just tone it down, man. Just care less. Just let it go. But of course, he knows that too. One thing that comes to my mind is, you usually become too possessive about someone when they are the only one in your life. Like if you have no one else. So if you just have one friend only, and you are totally depending on that friend, you will end up being possessive because you have nowhere else to go. So the best piece of advice would be, spread your efforts. It's like, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Make a wider portfolio. Okay? If you have 4 good friends, one not replying wouldn't hurt that much because you have another friend to go to. But if you have just one, it would hurt you a lot. So, the conclusion would be, and I think this applies to life as a whole too, you design your life in such a way that you have many pillars to stand on, so that if one breaks for some reason, you are not devastated. Any question?
Well, she says she doesn't want to talk to me. But what about my happiness? I want to talk to her. I want to continue being in touch with her, and she doesn't want to do it. We can still manage it with exams. I did it. Why cannot she do it?
So the question you are asking is,
why cannot she manage along with her exams when I did it for her?
That is a stupid question because you can only change yourself. You can only talk about yourself. What she does, what she doesn't is not in our hands at all. That's one of the biggest basics. Like, you can only change yourself, not anybody at all. So what she does, what she doesn't is not in your hands. Yes, what you do, it will influence that, of course. If you change your actions, her actions will be influenced in return. But you cannot change them directly, and it's a stupid approach that people use because instead of working on themselves, they just want to change others' behavior. They just want to tweak somebody else's actions, and that's just impossible. Any other question?
That's all.
These few minutes of wisdom are not the complete solution. So, if you are unhappy, which I know you are, invest your time and money in counseling. Or in my words, wisdom. Find a good counselor or a good psychologist. Or come to me. I am the best of all. And remember, always be proud of taking counseling. It's the smartest thing to do.
And subscribe unless you want to die unhappy.